So today's stage, the first full one in Mauritania from Zouarat. You can see it close to the border there with Morocco, heading east to El Meretti, which, if there was anywhere described as the middle of nowhere, El Meretti. The first marathon stage of the rally, the stage that everybody's been dreading. Thierry Delaverne, the French driver for Nissan, who's won in T1 and T2 classes beforehand, the less powerful, less modified part. He says these 3 days mean a great deal. You have to take them very easily and treat them with a lot of patience. This is Philippe Alliot, the former Grand Prix driver, the former driver at his peak drove for McLaren. These 3 days are very hard. There are a lot of dunes. It's beautiful, but very hard, he says.
Donc voilà, je crois qu'on rentre dans le vif du sujet. Il va falloir savoir être prudent aujourd'hui.
A little bit of prudence is what Alliot says as Jean-Pierre Fontenay starts the stage for Mitsubishi. The rally leader leading off Jutta Kleinschmidt, the German lady driving one of the two Schlesser buggies powered by a Renault 3.5 litre normally aspirated engine. Henri Pescarolo, who's been in racing longer than he cared to remember, the surviving Pro Cup driver, out already Larry Ragland, out already Pierre Lartigue. We're on board with Henri Pescarolo, former winner of Le Mans, the former Grand Prix driver, in his traditional bright green helmet. And he looks as if he's going for a Sunday afternoon drive in the country. For Pescarolo, over 100 miles an hour in his rear-wheel drive Chevy V8 powered Pro Truck.
135.
On board with Jutta Kleinschmidt and Matt Stevenson.
4 kilometres. Into what? Heading towards the cliff. Up. Look, this is what.
Yes, Jutta, we're listening to you. Please don't use words like that. Jean-Pierre Fontenay, quickest though on today's stage, maintaining his lead on the rally. In fact, opening his lead from his Mitsubishi teammate. But Jutta Kleinschmidt in amongst the Mitsubishis for the first time. These soft dunes, this soft sand, ideal for her two-wheel drive buggy. On board with Jean-Pierre Fontenay on the right, on the left, Gilles Picard. And Fontenay, can you believe it, 680 kilometers of special stage, gets a puncture just 15 kilometers from the end of the time section. Also punctured today, Bruno Sabi, Dominique Serres, in the Mitsubishi that was leading the rally. Sabi's luck seems to have gone to pot now that the sand has got softer, but he's not out of the running yet. Just a little bit about our rally leader, Jean-Pierre Fontenay. Would you believe it, he's 40 years old, but doesn't look like it. And it's his son's birthday today, so he's happy to have won a stage for his son today. Former winner of the Paris-Beijing rally, second on the Dakar-Agadez-Dakar last year. And did very well on the Paris-Moscow-Beijing rally in '92. That was the year that the Dakar went to Cape Town, and we had another event over to Peking. A fabulous year for rally raiding. Jose Maria Servia trying again at one of the dunes. Alliot and Thierry Delaverne, the Nissan drivers, they don't have as much power as the Mitsubishis. Round about 200 horsepower, even through four-wheel drive. That's not enough to get up some of these dunes. Look at that angle. That's Luc Alpin. He's used to going downhill, not uphill. Selects reverse, almost goes into Clever Kohlberg in the Mitsubishi. Kohlberg stuck. And back on the flat stuff, Jean-Pierre Fontenay, quickest by 15 minutes. 15 minutes over 680 kilometers. A pretty good result, although he's furious because they cancelled checkpoint 2. There are a series of checkpoints on the stage that they have to go through to make sure they're on course, and they cancelled one of them and didn't tell him. Shinozuka had trouble today, lost an hour with mechanical trouble, and Schlesser broke down. Schlesser, Jean-Louis Schlesser, the former world sports car champion, also a Grand Prix driver. And it looks like motorized sand ballet. Hiroshi Matsuoka in the Mitsubishi Challenger. Alio in the Nissan, churning up that sand. That's Dominic Hughes. My apologies to Alio.
D'abord, c'est une longue journée. Il y a longtemps qu'on n'avait pas fait une étape aussi longue. Quand je pense qu'on va avoir 3 de suite comme ça jusqu'à Gao, ça donne un peu déjà la température de ce qui nous attend.
Today is a very hard stage and beginning of many long time and past dune. Very soft and our car is just no stuck, but today is very tight.
Well, it's 1985 in our flashback look at the history of the Dakar, one of the longest Dakars ever, 14,000 kilometers. 550 people started the event, only 146 finished. We had some big teams on the event in 85. Opel came with their Mantas, driven by Erwin Weber, who came second on the 92 Paris Cape Town rally. They came on 3 wheels, they came on 2, they came on 4, they came on 6, and they even came on 8 wheels as well. The massive and the impressive Porsches 959 driven by Jackie X and René Metz and Jochen Mass as well. On motorcycles, Hubert Auriol and Gilles Picard on the Ligier Kojivas, Olivier on the Yamaha, Gilles Lallet and Cyril Neveu on the Hondas. But Metz in trouble, so are the Porsches. The final winners in Dakar at the end of the 1985 event. Patrick Zanaroli, now organizer of this year's Dakar. Second, Andrew Cowan of Britain. And Fougeroux in a Toyota third. Gaston Rayet won for BMW. Jean-Claude Olivier second. Well, tomorrow's stage, the second part of this marathon stage, they will have had no support tonight as they cross the border into Mali from Mauritania, 478 kilometers to Tao Deni. And you can guarantee that the trucks will be there. The trucks are the only way that a lot of the top drivers will be getting support tonight. They carry the spares and mechanics who are allowed to touch the cars and bikes. Versino still leading in the truck class as the Dakar says goodbye from Morris.